Okay, another short rant. Well, you already know what's going on with WWE, all right? And we ain't wasting no time, so we're going to go ahead and get started.
Well, another week goes by and it's another garbage episode of Friday Night Smackdown. So I'm not even going to fool around. We're just going to get into it. We know the current state of this company. We know the current state of these shows. They're basically unwatchable, okay? And that is exactly what tonight was for the most part. I mean, there's nothing to talk about here. Every single thing that happened, you can literally go match by match, promo by promo, segment by segment. Every single thing that took place literally either didn't make any sense or just wasn't good. You can, like, it's as simple as that, bro. John Cena turned face last week on a random episode of SmackDown after being heel for 5 months. Then we also follow up now this week. John Cena saying that he's afraid the crowd won't remember him because apparently the greatest wrestler of all time, or one of the biggest wrestlers, if not the biggest wrestler ever, is going to actually sit there and be forgotten by the wrestling fans. That's his argument now. Then you also fast forward, Logan Paul comes out and it makes no sense, but he just declares a match with John Cena at Clash in Paris in a meaningless singles match. John Cena's retirement tour is going to go down in history as an absolute disaster unless there is some serious heavy lifting done by these final 3 or 4 months, because right now this is embarrassing. Why in the world is John Cena fighting Logan Paul in a meaningless match at Clash in Paris when you know Brock Lesnar just F5'd him like 5 days ago and he's not even showing up? What's next? Lesnar shows up at Clash in Paris and then F5 Cena after the match, and that sets up Cena versus Lesnar, a match that we have to wait another month to get. What is the booking on this, man? He's fighting meaningless matches at every show. None of these stories matter. They're not with engaging opponents. Like, it's just, this is an absolute travesty. And the fact that Triple H was the one who wanted the idea of Cena to be the one to turn heel rather than having Cody turn heel, which is what The Rock wanted as they show in WWE Unreal, okay? Triple H went with his idea and he booked the heel run, and it was an absolute disaster all under his doing.
WWE never should have turned John Cena heel back in March, and this entrance tonight in Montreal literally just confirmed that. And it's not because the crowd reaction was absolutely unreal and he almost literally cried, because that's how emotional it made him. It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth wasting over half of his farewell tour to be something that he's not and doesn't really play a good part at being. And for what? Viral clips on social media for WWE to say that their biggest babyface of all time turned heel and spent his last title run, or probably his last title run, and number 17 as a heel. It wasn't fitting, in my opinion. This clip of this kid in the crowd tonight made me smile so big. He was probably so happy to see his hero, John Cena, for the last time in Montreal. There's no denying that John Cena's entrance is just so electric, especially as a babyface. The crowd reaction he gets, everything about it is perfect. I really feel like the good majority of this farewell tour truly was wasted on that heel turn and heel run, because the ending of it made no sense. Like, he just randomly turned back babyface with Cody on a SmackDown, and then he had the performance of a lifetime at SummerSlam, and then gets F5'd by Brock Lesnar. I don't know. He only has 11 dates left, and they're going to be spent being a babyface, and that's how it should have been this whole time. Let me know if you guys agree.
Don't blame Cena. Don't blame The Rock. Don't blame anyone. Triple H is also the reason why Brock Lesnar is back. It isn't John Cena. He even referenced it in his promo tonight. He didn't choose to bring back Brock. You know what I'm saying? Like Cena said in his quote, what's it called? You know, it's the same thing it's been for 25 years. They deal the cards, and I play them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. WWE gives them the storylines, and he just works with it. So Triple H absolutely has just, disgusted everybody at this point with this Cena heel turn, and then obviously now with the booking of his final run as a face. But let's just see what happens in the next few months, but I don't think this is going to end up well at all. Now, with that being said, let's get into this episode. Before we start off, I just want to acknowledge something that I saw that basically says that WWE is looking into doing a 2 WrestleMania a year program in 2027, where they have WrestleMania in April, and then obviously later that year they'll have it in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, Saudi Arabia for this show alone will probably be playing them at least $200 or $300 million minimum. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably going to take that deal, and Saudi Arabia wants The Rock to headline the show. So I don't even know what to say about this at this point. This company's just too money hungry, man. You can blame TKO for this because that's just what this is. This is absolutely ridiculous. But again, Triple H is working in lockstep with TKO, so he agreed to this clearly. So, I mean, this is a possibility that this might happen, but it is what it is.
All right, y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this, because like I said, Saudi Arabia is the last place you want to go, especially when they don't even treat black wrestlers equally like Americans do. So it's like, you saw how they treated Jade Cargill. You saw how they treated Naomi. Do you really want to go back to Saudi Arabia when they don't respect black and brown folks? It's just ridiculous. I mean, you saw how they treated Raquel. I mean, Raquel couldn't even finish her sentence without people booing her, but they let Rhea, finish her sentence because she's white. So it's like, can you imagine when Liv Morgan comes back? They're going to go crazy. And I think that's the reason why they want her to win the Royal Rumble, because Saudi Arabia loves her. So, but I thought Italy loves her. I thought Italy was the city. I didn't know Saudi Arabia loved Liv Morgan, but hey, I told you, they love the white, but every other color, they ain't right to them. So, I don't know what's gonna happen in 2027, but I'm gonna just tell you this right now, bro. I don't even know if WWE is going to be standing in 2027. Shoot. Like, I would be 29 when 2027 come around, but we better hope in 2027 we got some money in our pockets, because if prices start to go way up, nothing can stop it, go all the way up, we're in trouble. Because like I said, man, I hate to put this picture on blast, but let me show y'all something. I was just at an apartment complex the other day, and look at all these conviction notices, bro. And I'm just looking at the landlord, and I'm just like, do y'all have any type of assistance for these people, man? Like, come on, dog. Like, people are struggling, and you see all these conviction notices, and you're telling me that you want to just convict these people. Like, really? Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Like I feel like, bro, if you look at those photos, man, you be looking like, damn. And it's crazy because when we had Joe Biden, bro, I didn't see all these conviction notices. But ever since Trump got back in the office, I see many. And I'm over here like, damn, it's getting worse. Like, I ain't go. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Joe Biden's administration, look, we was dealing with inflation like crazy, but now it's getting worse. And it's just like, what happened to Trump's speech saying that he's going to bring this down? These tariffs are fucking us up, man. But again, Trump is trying to, work this out. But I think the reason why he's trying to work this out is because of those Epstein files. But we're not going to get into that. But damn, man. I don't know what y'all gonna do, because I'm gonna just say this right now. If this happens in 2027, I don't know, man. I don't even think WWE will even have an audience by that time. I think their audience is gonna probably decrease even more. Because they're gonna be at ESPN next year, so I don't know how they're gonna do it, man. But having The Rock there, yeah, good luck with that. Hey, listen, man, the only way I can see The Rock showing up is if Triple H get fired, which I don't even know if they're going to do that, to be honest. But they could try, though. But, I don't know. Y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this. Can you see the future with this? Or would this be beyond us, Y'all comment down below. Let me know. But let's get back to the video.
Then we move on. We open up the show with John Cena returning as a face. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to see him out there. There's great energy in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? John Cena comes out and basically is able to light everyone up. We're all happy to see John Cena as a face, you know what I'm saying, in one of his last appearances. And then John Cena basically gets on the mic. And one thing to note is that throughout this entire promo and the rest of the night, Brock Lesnar does not show up at all. And if the next time we see him is to beat up Cena at Clash in Paris, it's safe to say that not only has was the Lesnar return done enough shock factor, but there's no actual intelligence or booking behind it. All Triple H wanted was shock factor. Therefore, Brock Lesnar shows up. That's all that there is to this. There's no extra element of storytelling or actual effort put into any of this garbage. It's just, oh, how can I make the biggest moment to make people go, wow, that's crazy that happened. And that's all it was. That's why Lesnar's not here tonight, and you're not going to see him for at least another 3 or 4 weeks until Clash in Paris. And then after that, you may see him once or twice leading up to Crown Jewel in Australia. And that's just a simple fact about it. John Cena basically thanks the fans and admits that his time is coming to a close. He says that he's scared that we'll forget about him, which again, I already explained why that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? But John Cena says that he, that he's also scared of Brock Lesnar. But he also brings up the fact that he's not going down without a fight, as you guys saw at SummerSlam, and that no matter what happens, he will never, ever back down, and obviously he will never, ever give up. So John Cena says he's arrived and he's ready to go, and if anyone wants to challenge him backstage or in that locker room, wherever, come out, and if you want some, come get some. And then after John Cena says that and says he's not backing down, yada, 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 Logan Paul comes out. Logan Paul basically says that he is the show. He doesn't give a crap about Montreal, Canada, you know what I'm saying? He basically just says, I'm here because I am the show. And he brings up the fact that a few months ago, as John Cena did say in the meaningless tag match they had with Cody and Jay, it was Logan and Cena versus Cody and Jay, when Cena literally on one of the Smackdowns before said that Logan Paul wrestles better than 95% of people who have grew up in the business and are actually doing wrestling. You get what I'm saying? And he says that Logan Paul was the future of the industry. These are things that John Cena said like 7 or 8 weeks ago. This is not that long ago. You get what I'm saying? But now we go back on all of that, and John Cena says that Logan Paul is a clown, and then basically Logan Paul and Cena, they brawl. Drew McIntyre comes in, and he can't stop thinking about Punk. You know what I mean? Drew McIntyre comes in there, they brawl, and then Cody Rhodes comes out, and then they force a tag match out of this for SmackDown. We then had in the main event Cody and Cena versus Logan and Drew. But here's the issue with Cody Rhodes. It's very obvious that he is forced so bad into every single feud that involves a bigger star than him. Just like last year, the only reason he and Solo main evented is because the championship was on the line and because Roman Reigns was coming back. That's the only reason that match main evented anything. You really think that Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes is main eventing anything? You get me? It makes no sense. Every single PLE that Cody Rhodes was on as WWE champion, out of all of them, he maybe main evented like 4, and that's being generous. Out of the 10 to 12 PLEs he was on, he main evented like 4 or 5 of them at best. And the crazy thing is, last year he was doing a tag match with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood for nothing, because the main event story was with the main event guy, which is Roman Reigns. So they had to shove him into that storyline to make him relevant. And then afterwards, they had to shove him into the stuff with The Rock, and then shove him into the stuff with heel Cena. And then after he comes back, he's shoved back into the title picture. And now John Cena is feuding with Logan Paul, which has nothing to do with him. And then Cody Rhodes is now shoved into this. And the whole time John Cena is pointing at Cody Rhodes. He's like, yeah, the champ is here, and points at Cody Rhodes. They're trying so bad to push this dude over and to give him the rub from Cena. But guys, I told you, he will always be a mid-card jobber pretending to be a main eventer. That's just what Cody Rhodes is. He was Stardust. I'm not saying you can't get better from being Stardust. He clearly has gotten better to an extent, but not much has changed. He is still a mid-card jobber. Why do you think that every single main event storyline with bigger stars than him, he has to be shoved into? It's just the facts, man. Like, come Mania season next year, watch what happens. If The Rock is around, or if Roman is around, whatever storyline that they're involved in, they'll probably find a way to shove Cody Rhodes into that storyline. If not, they'll find whatever is right underneath that, with CM Punk being a bigger star than Cody as well. They'll probably find a way to put Cody Rhodes in a match with CM Punk. That's what they have to do. They have to make Cody Rhodes, who is an alleged captain of the industry, the North Star of the wrestling industry. He respects you. He loves you. They have to shove him into bigger stories because he's not a big enough star, and that's just a simple fact. Why is Cody Rhodes even out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand he's friends with Cena now in the storyline, but nobody.
Well, I just assume he's out there just because he wants to challenge Cody for the title, which we might get it, I think Clash in Paris is the right location for Drew McIntyre since he's a foreigner, so I think that's a kind of a good way for him to, finally get a title shot. But however, he's not going to win, though. And the reason why he's not going to win is because favorism. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, man, y'all better get ready, because 2026 is going to be a funny year for WWE. And, good luck to y'all, man. If y'all watch the PLEs, man, good luck to y'all. Y'all let me know, who won and who lost, all right? If you have my Instagram, just DM me and let me know who won, or you could comment down below and let me know. But 2026 is gonna be something. Ain't that something? Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for Drew, but it is what it is, man. Let's get back to the video.
Cares about that stuff, man. Just have it be Logan versus Cena if you're even going to go down that stupid behind route. So it's the forcing of Cody Rhodes in the main event scene. Even though he has the belt, he still feels forced. That's how bad it's getting. And so we have to deal with another 8 to 10 months of this championship reign probably, but it is what it is. We then get the Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga and the Tonga Donga and the Lamba Damba and the Bapa Dapa and the Shapalapa. Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga and the Tonga Donga and the Lamba Damba and the Bapa Dapa and the Shapalapa. Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga and the Tonga Donga in the Lamba Damba in the Bapa Dapa in the Shapalapa. Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga in the Tonga Donga in the Lamba Damba in the Bapa Dapa in the Shapalapa. We get those dudes and Jefferson Cobb versus the Motor City Machine Bums. The Motor City Machine Bums obviously lose because Tala Tonga choke slams one of them. And then we get Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa. There's nothing to talk about here. The match ends in a fruit roll-up. That's all he says. I've been saying this, man, because it's been happening over and over again, especially in the feud that's been going on with Becky and Bayley and Lyra. All it's been is roll-ups. Every single match has at least 8 roll-up sequences. And then at the end of the day, you may get a actual clean finish, maybe once in a blue moon. But other than that, you get nothing. Sami Zayn is supposed to be fighting for world titles. That's his whole thing now. That's what it's been the last few months, right? Is he wants to be a world champion. I want to be a world champion. Okay, and then he comes out and he's randomly challenging Solo Sikoa. It's like, what are we doing at this point, man? Who cares if you roll up Solo Sikoa? It's Solo Sikoa, man. Like, get real with yourself. So that's the situation with that. The match was pretty forgettable. I have nothing to say about it. It ended in a fruit roll-up. Enjoy it. Fruit by the foot. Enjoy. Okay? Then we get Carmelo Hayes backstage with The Miz. It's good to see him on the show and not in catering backstage doing nothing. But you know what really clicked to me, and I saw this on Twitter like in a recent post a couple days ago. Carmelo Hayes was literally a top 2 or top 3 draft pick last year. Remember when they were in the draft and Carmelo Hayes was like the first or second and maybe the third pick and went to SmackDown? And then the first week they had him fighting in a main event SmackDown match versus Cody Rhodes. You get me? And he was like on and off, having matches with Cody Rhodes last year. And all of a sudden now he's struggling to even get TV time. And now he's negotiating tag matches with Nick Aldis. It's like, what are you talking about? And then The Miz just walks out of the room and he's like, you know what, Mello? I think I'm going to schedule a match for you and me to fight against, to fight against someone else. To fight against a tag team next week. I'm like, what are you talking about? You were a first round draft pick. Go in that office and demand a match. What are you talking about, man? It's so stupid how
I mean, that is not true. I mean, Carmelo Hayes was going to go do it, independently. He was going to go get a match for himself. But however, The Miz was like, he was like, no. Let me see if we can get this tag team match going. And, The Miz was like, he wanted a tag team with him, which is, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but I just if Carmelo want to go ask for a match, he can go do that. And, but The Miz wasn't going for that. So, obviously, The Miz trying to set him back, but, I mean, will we ever get a storyline with Carmelo Hayes and The Miz? I mean, we're getting it now, but I don't know where we go from here. So, but just want to clear that up. Carmelo was going to go get a match, but The Miz wasn't going. So, so I don't know what's next, but, that's what they're doing now. They're bringing it back. So, whatever. Let's continue.
Carmelo just bends the knee and is just booked like a jobber, dude. Goodness gracious. But that's how you can't build new stars, because Triple H books his talent like this, man. It is what it is. Then we move on and we get an absolute cringe segment yet again between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. It's very obvious to see that Alexa Bliss barely says any lines, because this is clearly built to get Charlotte to be a good face again and to get the crowd back on her side. This isn't done to benefit Alexa and Charlotte. It's really just done to hopefully get Charlotte more over and get the fans to appreciate her and like her again. And that's really all that this is. That's the main reason of this tag team. Eventually they will break up. Charlotte will likely go for world title gold, and she'll probably win it within the next year or so. So it is what it is, man. It's just a matter of time.
Well, happy birthday, Lexi. Alexi Blissy. It's her birthday, baby. And you got 2 dolls. 2 dolls. You got Lily and Charlie. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, happy birthday to Alexa Bliss. I hope you enjoy with your husband and, of course, your little kitty. And you enjoy the rest of your birthday as you should. So enjoy your 34th birthday, or should I say 24th birthday, because you still looking young. Haven't aged a bit. So have fun now.
But they come out to the ring. It's Alexa Bliss's birthday, so they give her a birthday. Charlotte Flair has a birthday cake, basically, in the ring. waiting for Alexa Bliss. And because she has the birthday cake waiting for Alexa Bliss, she also gives her another gift, which is Alexa's stuffed animal. I think it's called, what is it called? Alexandria, or like, I think it's Lily, right? Lily or Sarah, something like that. I don't know what this name is, but whatever it's
Lily.
called, she has that doll. Then Charlotte gives her a new doll named Charlie, okay, which is just so cringe, very weird, but the crowd kind of liked it, so I mean, I guess it worked. I don't know. Okay, so Charlotte gives her a doll named Charlie, so she can have Lily and Charlie, and then Charlotte stands there in the middle of the ring and says, Alexa, go ahead and give me a hug. Hug me. Give me a hug. Appreciate me. Be proud of me. You know what I'm saying? And Alexa Bliss is just about to give her a hug, and then Chelsea Green comes out and starts saying a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of forgettable garbage. They then have a match. Chelsea Green predictably gets her head shoved into a cake, and then after that, Charlotte Flair puts her in the figure 4, and she taps out, and then that's basically it. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what who was entertained by this. The crowd seemed to kind of like it, so I mean, hey, listen, I mean, if that works, then it is what it is. But me watching it at home, I thought it was pretty stupid.
Well, I thought it was a good idea. I mean, hey, this is the only thing that was good about SmackDown was this match right here. So, honestly, this was entertaining. You know what I mean? Every other match was just slapped on. I mean, I wish Damian Priest was there, but at least they brung our truth. But, nah, this was good right here. This was gold. I mean, I actually like this match. I wish I could react to it, but I'm kind of getting bored off SmackDown. But this was a good match, though, and it was very entertaining. So, shout out to whoever produced this, but especially on the day before Alexa Bliss's birthday. So hopefully Alexa will celebrate today. But, yeah, this was good. Shout out to them for this. I hope they keep this range going because it's going good so far. In my opinion, it's going good. So let's continue.
We then move on to get a, a backstage segment with Tiffany Stratton. At this point, it's time to move on from this championship reign. She's done nothing of note. I'm pretty sure she's had maybe 7 or 6 title defenses in the whole time of her championship reign. And on top of that, she's had no memorable feuds or stories or promos besides the one where she broke the 4th wall and actually, was being disrespectful toward Charlotte Flair openly. You know what I'm saying about her history, like outside of WWE. And that's all that she's done on the mic. And, and then outside of that, she hasn't done anything. So I don't understand why she still has the title. I guess they don't feel confident in giving it to anyone else. But again, if Tiffany isn't good at really much of anything, she's athletic and she has a decent finisher, but you can't sit here and tell me that Tiffany Stratton is some amazing storyteller, amazing mic worker, and some amazing in-ring performer. It's just not reality. So she basically talks to Kathy Kelly and Jade Cargill backstage, and all you get from it is that it's Tiffy time. That's it. That's all she has to offer, man. It's infuriating.
Well, again, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, I just hope that Tiffany got another opponent on the way. I don't know who, but, I would like for her to face Julia, but, a champ versus champ match. But I don't know if we're ever going to get that. I don't even know if it comes to mind. But we might. I'm going to be real with you. We might get a rematch. If you think about it, because Bianca hasn't came back yet. So we might get a rematch in Clash in Paris. So if we can get that rematch, man, let's get that running, bro. I mean, shoot, I would love for Jade to get another title shot. But however, I'm hearing reports that Jade might not get that opportunity to win the belt because of her poor mic skills and all that. So, I heard rumors saying that they gave up on her. But however, I don't see no reports saying that. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but if I was them, I would do it, just because, once Bianca Belair comes back, she could challenge, Jade for the title. So, but, is there hope on that? No. but it would be cool, though. I mean, like I said, I thought that was the plan. The plan was Jade win the belt, and then that way we get Jade versus Bianca, you know what I mean, when she comes back. But who knows, man? I mean, I don't know when Bianca coming back. I mean, will Bianca come back and cost Jade the title? I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard any updates about her finger. I mean, I have, but it doesn't say the word clear. So it's like, I don't know. But, if we can get that running, bro, that would be good. You know what I mean? Maybe we might get a triple threat match where Tiffany, Jade, and Bianca on the next PLE. So who knows? So, hey, we'll wait on that. But if we can get that rematch going, I'm all in. But then I also saw a promo where Julia and Jade are talking, so Jade might be facing Julia next week. I don't know for the title, though. But, hey, if Julia can get some new competition, that's good, because Io Sky couldn't get any. So, or Shinsuke, he couldn't get any either. So, We'll see what happens, but this skit was good though. I didn't really care too much for Tiffany's feedback, you know what I'm saying? But Jade, there's a possibility we might get a rematch, but next week we might get Jade versus Julia. Just letting y'all know that. So let's continue.
Then we move on. We get John Cena and R-Truth backstage. They basically have this thing where they're like acting like they're like in sync with their emotions and their actions. And then John Cena basically treats R-Truth like he's heel John Cena, and R-Truth treats John Cena like he's John Cena, classic John Cena, the good guy, So that was basically the backstage segment there. Kind of odd, but it had its fun moments, I guess you could say.
Well, there you have it. R-Truth is back along with John Cena. This would have been better if R-Truth was the one that brung Cena back to his senses, but however, TKO and Triple H, they're going to do what they want to do, and it just ruins the plot. But hey, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, hey, at least R-Truth is happy and the fans are happy, but this could have been way better if he was responsible for the face turn for Cena, but it is what it is, man.
Then we get to the main event, and all this this match literally was like 8 minutes, like not even, it was like 6 minutes, I don't even think it was. This match was literally a 6-minute match, and it all rattles around Cody's like just brawling with Drew in the ring, and then he finally gets the hot tag to Cena. Cena hits all of his moves, even hits the AA actually, and then as he's about to go for the cover, Drew breaks it up, then Cody and Drew brawl outside, and then Logan Paul just low blows Cena. They fade off into backstage area, and we don't see them the rest of it again for the last like 3 or 4 minutes of the show, and then Drew McIntyre beats up Cody Rhodes, hits him with his own championship, and then Claymore's him through the announce table. And Joe Tessitore, as he was doing all night, was overreacting like he did in the Sammy and Solo match. He's like, oh, it's a roll-up! It's a roll-up! Wow! You know what I'm saying? Like, calm down. It's not that deep. But that's basically the situation. Drew McIntyre then stands tall and tells Cody, I told you this was coming. I'm like, dude, you're a jobber. Let me explain you guys to something, right? Cody Rhodes, even though I really enjoyed the match that he had with Cena last week at SummerSlam, it was fun. It was really had really good energy to it. Obviously, we were all very excited to see Cena's final SummerSlam and all of that stuff, and it added to a lot to the match, and so did the crowd, of course. But the fact is, this match set a bad precedent because Cody Rhodes took like 6 or 7 attitude adjustments, one through a table, a super one in the ring. He took multiple other ones as well, and he also got a STF put on him with an actual rope from the ring, and he got out of all of that and still won the match. So you mean to tell me that same dude is going to ever lose to anyone else? It's impossible at this point. What is Drew McIntyre? If John Cena with 7 attitude adjustments couldn't beat Cody Rhodes, what makes you think that Drew McIntyre, who was pinned by Jey Uso this year, Jimmy Uso, Seth Rollins, he got beat by Damian Priest, knocked out in a steel cage match this year at Saturday Night Main Event, what makes you think that guy is going to be beating Cody Rhodes? Like, what are you talking about at this point? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Drew McIntyre got pinned by 1 RKO at Saturday Night Main Event. He's not beating anybody. This is what happens when you book people who you want to put in the main event scene and who have that talent as jobbers. Now Drew McIntyre is not believable in this role, and that's why he's probably going to get jobbed out by Cody Rhodes at Clash in Paris. So thanks for wasting Drew McIntyre's whole year of his career, Triple H. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, dog. This SmackDown was absolute garbage. Unwatchable, weird, and simply garbage, okay? A bunch of the stuff that took place just made no sense, and it was actually pretty nonsensical, and obviously, it wasn't entertaining pretty much at all. Great to see Cena, but again, this is one of Cena's final 12 shows, and this is the final product we got. Very disappointing. I'd give this episode like a 3 out of 10 max, and that's basically all I really have to say about this. Thank you guys for watching. Have a phenomenal day. Peace out, and one love.
Well, there you have it. So next year, WWE is going to be put through the test. All right. Are they going to get people to subscribe to ESPN Plus? Listen, everyone said they're not going to do it, but you never know until next year, right? Because we still got Peacock, we still got Netflix, and SmackDown and NXT is still on cable. So again, hey man, Friday Night SmackDown, I ain't got much to say. I didn't even give it much attention. Only thing that was good about Friday Night SmackDown was Charlotte versus Chelsea Green. That was the only thing. And you know what's sad? I mean, thanks to this 2-hour gig, you're not going to see your, superstars. They all got to rotate. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't even see Damian Priest tonight. Or Aleister Black. Or Selena Vega. or DIY. Well, I think we saw DIY, through the segment, but we barely saw, the Street Profits, and we saw, we barely saw the Wyatts. I mean, we saw a little bit, but we didn't see a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, we didn't even see Ray Phoenix and Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, everybody's on rotate. So, we might see them next week. We might not. But everyone's on rotate thanks to this 2 hours. But, hey, listen. It's good to see R-Truth. It's good to see The Miz. It's good to see Carmelo Hayes. But it does kind of suck that, everybody's on rotation because of this 2 hour gig. But it's cool. I mean, as long as we get to see them, at least some of these people can get a day off when all the times they had to come to work during those 3 hours, you know what I mean? But the 2 hour thing is for the best, you know what I mean? Our attention span is just not that great, especially for this. I mean, it is what it is for that one. But listen, you guys could be fans, diehard fans for WWE all you want, but I'm only doing this just because of y'all. So otherwise, I would just be promoting, NXT and AEW, and that's it. I got to catch up with TNA. I haven't really. Only thing I saw from TNA was that Santino Marella. Oh, God, I hope I don't get blocked for this. But there was a video of Santino Marella and Ariana Grace trying to go in his office, and for some reason, Mance Warner and Steph DeLander were getting it in his office, bro. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, you didn't see the 4-play or the 12-play, but I'm telling you, bro, they were getting in there. They were getting freaky in that in Santino Morella's office, man. They were moving furniture, they were moving desks, they were getting in that, and I'm pretty sure they posted that on her OnlyFans. Oh my God, I'm pretty sure they posted it on her OnlyFans. But yep, getting nasty in that room, nasty ass. They're a freaky ass couple, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. They on some freaky shit, but. That's why she got her OnlyFans, because she love to get nasty with her husband. But bro, I wouldn't be surprised if Shawty was actually fucking her man in that office, bro. Yo, they didn't even think about locking the door. They were just like, we don't care. We don't care if y'all watch. White people are crazy, man. Oh my God, bro. They did not care, bro. They just like, man, we don't care, man. We go fucking crazy places. Airport, train stations, going up the escalator. God damn. I'm telling you, man, these two don't care, man. They don't mind where they're going. They just like, man, we're gonna have ourselves a bag of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous, man. I mean, those two, like, man, we gonna get it in our mama house, on the couch, do it in the bathroom of the airplane. We could do it in the balcony or the taxi, cause I can't get enough of that thing. I wanna freak you anywhere. We could do it anywhere. I wanna freak you anywhere. We can do it anywhere. That's what they both saying. They just like, man, I'm finna take it to your favorite spot. Oh yeah, promise to get your body so hot. We could do it anywhere. She said, baby, don't be scared. If they see us, baby, I don't care. We could do it in a Gucci store. Close down the mall, baby, just don't know. In front of the police, in front of your daddy. Cause girl, it's you and me. And I don't give a damn, that's what they call. Oh, man. It's so crazy, man. They're fucking in crazy places, bro. That is crazy, bro. They don't care, man. They said they'll fuck in front of the police, in front of your daddy. Like, god damn. This remind me of Ariana Grande's music video with Future called Every Day. They just fucking anywhere. I'm like, whoa. Like, god damn. Get a room, man. They found a room, but damn. God damn. Well, hey, man. Who knows what if they were actually fucking in there, but they were going. Oh, if they were, I will tell you this: if they actually fucking, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, shoot, that nasty ass. You saw the photos; they nasty, freaky as hell. Freaky ass couple. There's some 69 couples. All right, man. All right, y'all get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you do. I told you, I told you to watch TNA, bro. They crazy over there. I'm gone, man. But y'all check out AEW Collision tonight, bro. We finna be turned. All right, don't miss Collision tonight because we got a 6-women tag team match, and I will be reacting to that. So make sure y'all tune in. Also, I got a reaction video with Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay. Y'all go check that out because it's a banger. And even though it's a throwback, it's an absolute banger, and you do not want to miss that. All right, so get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. All right, peace out.